The man charged with orchestrating the murder of rapper Tupac Shakur was released from jail this afternoon. Duane Keefe D. Davis will serve house arrest with electronic monitoring ahead of his June trial. His bail was set at $750,000 by a Las Vegas judge. The prosecution had argued that Davis was a danger to the community and to the witnesses involved in the case. Davis was arrested last September and had been held in the Clark County Detention Center since being indicted on a murder charge related to Tupac's death. Katelyn Newberg joins us with more from Las Vegas. She's a reporter with the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Katelyn, remind us of Duane Davis's involvement with Tupac Shakur's murder back in 1996.
Yeah, so Davis is basically accused of orchestrating this drive-by shooting that led to Tupac's death and injured Marion Suge Knight. He's not accused of being the actual person who pulled the trigger and shot the two of them, but he was a reputed member of the Southside Crips, and prosecutors have alleged that he obtained the gun and told everyone that they were going to go carry out this shooting.
Well, why was the prosecution so adamant that Davis would be a danger to society? 60 years old, was diagnosed with colon cancer in the past. It's now in remission. What did prosecutors argue?
They pointed a lot to his past gang involvement. They said that his history with gangs is not as removed from his life as he is claiming. But they also pointed to an allegation about some of his jail calls. They said that while he was on the phone with one of his relatives while in jail, there was a vague reference to a green light authorization, which basically means an authorization to kill somebody. Prosecutors didn't say that Davis directly told anyone to harm a witness, and they didn't say that Davis made this authorization, but there is a claim that Davis might have helped bring some names of witnesses to light because he received a list of witnesses while he was in jail. So it was essentially this reference to this green light that made everyone nervous, and the judge did say today that there seems to be credible threats involved in the case.
Well, how does all of this affect Davis's upcoming trial in June?
Right. Well, he's, like you said, he's currently scheduled for trial in June. I wouldn't be surprised if that is pushed back. Both the defense and prosecutors have said that there's a lot of evidence in this case. It's nearly 30 years old, and there's a lot of discovery that still has to happen. So the conventional wisdom is that if he makes bail and is put on house arrest, there will be less of an incentive for him to go to trial as quickly as he may want to right now.
All right. Katelyn Newberg for us. Katelyn, thank you.
Thanks.